Hey kids, it's Shane. Thank you again for tuning in and listening to The Legend of Nat 1. I just wanted to make a little quick announcement before our show starts today. You see, our favorite D&D tradition is celebrating Germán's favorite holiday. It's something that we've done for years. Usually involves big festivities like cakes and craziness. And that is Three Kings Day. So we're very excited to start off the new year with our Three Kings Day special and share that with you. But I do want to give you a little heads up, a little spoilers warning. We recorded this after recording episode 15, and we forgot to backroll the characters a little bit. Now you're gonna get to meet our new player Pavel. Officially, you'll get to meet his character, even though it's kind of not really officially yet. So a heads up there. But we also have a few minor spoilers sprinkled in there, and just wanted to give you a warning. If you really are a spoiler stickler, then you might want to wait till after episode 15. But honestly, we're having a good time, and we hope to share the love with you. Stay safe and Happy New Year.
Hi, this is Germán, and welcome to the Legend of Nat 1's very special holiday spectacular.
Hi, I'm Shane, I play Sylas, and welcome to the Legend of Nat 1, where we play D&D the way we want to, because it's our show and not yours.
Hi, I'm Valen, and I was played by Pavel, and we're gonna roll Nat 1s. That's the name of the show.
Hello, I'm Rick. I play the character Quitana, and I don't have an intro because I'm fighting with my tablet settings right now.
And by the way, when I said holidays, I was lying. This is a Three Kings Day special, because I celebrate Three Kings Day, and now you have to. That's not great, but you know what? I still wish everyone a happy holiday, whatever they celebrate. But today we're gonna take a little trip down what I think represents the holiday spirit. Are you guys ready for it? Are you excited?
I am very excited for this. I've
Absolutely.
been thinking about this all week.
I'm excited to roll some dice.
Yes, it's been a while since we had some gaming happen.
It's been a while.
Picture it. It was Sicily, 1922. No, I'm kidding. So we start this today's game at the back of the community, and it is right there on the winter solstice night. And of course, there's some celebration, close up of the calendar year and all that stuff, and everyone is just jolly and getting drunk by the fire. And right about when everyone was going to bed, you see up in the sky and a very bright star, shooting star, crosses the sky. And Manuela tells you, "Oh, look, we should make a wish. Do you guys wish for anything?"
I wish that the divine inquisition of order would spread far and wide and spread its influence among all its people, and everyone can live in perfect order and harmony and nobody dissents.
I wish in silence, because otherwise it won't come true.
Don't worry, Quitana. I also wish for peace and prosperity for all people, even if it isn't maybe by your ordered regime. Peace and prosperity.
Thank you. You understand.
And with your hearts full of wishes and a belly full of cheap plum gin, you guys hit the sack.
Yara's getting fancy making gin.
Oh yeah, she found some plum preserves and she has been going at it. It's fantastic.
Is there any cockroach eggnog?
Of course there is. It wouldn't be winter solstice without it.
Of course.
I feel like it's safe to assume that there are always cockroach parts or products around.
Oddly enough, the cockroach eggnog can also make you vomit and diarrhea if you have too much of it. So that's exciting.
Yum, yum, yum.
In the middle of your sleep, you all feel like if you're being yanked out of bed by a lasso around your waist, and you find yourselves and whatever equipment you had nearby your bed shoot into the sky. You literally, as if you were being astral projected, your bodies just go through the mountain inside of which the community resides right now, and you see the other two of you flying alongside you in the night sky. And by taking a quick look of the land around you, you realize that you are shooting east at an incredibly fast speed. Eventually, your astral projected bodies start shooting down into a bright spot in the landscape. And the closer you get to this bright spot, you realize that it's actually a city, a very bright city. And your astral bodies crash through, doesn't crash, but they speed through many floors and floors and floors and floors of this very tall building. And by very tall, I mean in real world, it will be about 20 to 30 stories tall, which is quite large. And eventually, you crash land in the center of a very large oval-shaped room. Each surface of this room is completely surrounded or completely covered with glowing runes that keep cascading upwards cascading upwards from the central point in the oval. Imagine kind of like the Matrix numbers.
I was just gonna say, is this like Matrix?
Yeah, it's like exactly like the Matrix numbers, and the source of all of this runes coming. The source where all of these runes are coming from are three almost cartoonishly large and elaborate thrones, and one of the thrones has an eyeball on it with the letter I right in the middle of like the iris. Another one has a winged snake holding an orb, and the third one has a shield and hammer, kind of like the Russian communism flag thing.
The hammer and sickle.
Yes, but this one has a hammer and a shield.
Well,
and sitting in each of his thrones, there is one man. They are surprisingly plain looking, all three of them. One of them slightly taller and broad-shouldered than the others. The one in the middle is... The one to the left is slightly taller and broad-shouldered. The one in the middle is short and kind of plump. And the last one is like freakishly skinny, but still just dressed in like a beige suit. And when you guys land in the middle of the oval-shaped room, they all look at each other and they say, "Oh, this is it this time around? God damn it."
Well, first things first, I superhero land on one knee because this seems to be a dream sequence and I'm gonna look cool, damn it. Well, bam.
I wanted canon that I was flying in like upright standing position the entire time and land in upright standing position.
I blend a little heavily. I wear armor.
Do you sleep with your armor?
Yeah, I was gonna say. You said that our equipment that was next to us. I imagine...
Do you not sleep in your armor? What would you do if somebody attacked in the middle of the night?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you put it on after you land. Like you didn't have it on the flight.
Yeah, so
I keep my armor on at all times. I must always be prepared for somebody to try and stab me in order to disrupt order. You know how chaotic beings are.
You don't know Quitana's life, Germán.
Apparently not.
Sure don't.
So as one of these dudes goes, oh, this is it this time, I just like put up a hand with one finger raised and just give me 10 minutes, and I start putting on my armor.
So while you guys are getting, what happened, Shane?
Hello. Nice to meet you. Dream monarchs.
Condescending dream monarchs.
So Quitana, you know that those three symbols are on top of their on top of the thrones are the three branches of leadership in FAFSA, and that FAFSA is ruled by a triumvirate, and it is almost like a folk's tale because no one really sees them ever, but everybody knows they exist. And you have never met or heard of anyone who has met them. You have the feeling that you are in the very last boss chamber, which, by the way, spoiler alert.
Oh no.
Oh, good Lord, in the name of Saint Cuthbert, please offer us grace. Amen. The two of you, be quiet and be respectful. FAFSA does not respond well to defiance. Mr. Triumvirate, beings of the Triumvirate, my name is Quitana. I am a humble servant of FAFSA and nobody else, not any old god. And we await your pleasure. What can we do for you? I assume we were summoned?
When you mentioned their titles, they all look surprised and they look at each other, and the one in the middle, who is wearing a lot of green and he has a green witch's hat on, says to the skinny one, "Wait, is that where we are? Are we some sort of FAFSA dignitaries? Oh God, I forgot about this world. Ugh, yikes!" And he looks down at his body and he's like, "Ugh, double yikes."
Now, I am stage whispering to Sylas and Valen. Now, do not be fooled by this. They often say very stupid things, but you must pretend as though they are not stupid. This is just how FAFSA works. Trust me.
I think you look great. That robe is very fetching on you.
Excellent,
Who does
Sylas.
your tailoring? What? It's... I went to bed like 10 minutes ago, Quitana. I don't think we have to worry so much about this. I'm just assuming we drank a lot with Yara, so...
Yes, and that is the best way to get visions from gods and the like, and now we are standing in front of the triumvirate of FAFSA, who controls the whole country, and we must be respectful even if they say nonsense things.
Wait, I thought your god didn't speak to you, right? Saint Cuthbert, I thought, was quiet, and you...
Well, speak is a loose term. I received a vision from him once, and I assume that everything I have done since has been in accordance with that vision.
I also am now whispering.
So...
And the guy on the left, the very first one, the one that looks a little bit more muscular than the others, he clears his throat.
I hold my hand up again because I'm not done putting my armor on.
He just shakes his head and he's like, "Silence."
Are we going to fight? Sure. I'll get dressed too while we're doing this. Sorry, you guys can keep going.
No, we're not fighting you. And the one that I just cleared his throat snaps his fingers, and you guys have your armor on immediately. He's like, enough.
I was like, all I had left to do was like buckle one more strap, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Honestly, that was the most impressive cantrip I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
How did you do that? I need your secret.
If you want to learn that, you'll have the chance to do so. But for now, let us explain who we are and why you have been summoned here. And he starts narrating. We are three beings from far, far beyond. Place where we don't exist in the matter that you do. We don't have bodies, we don't have physical shape. Yet, we find ourselves in a little bit of a pickle. We were on our way to celebrate the birth of a demigod. And while traveling the multiverse, we crashed, as you might say. And while crashing in this place, we finding ourselves in these bodies and unable to leave until we get help from people that know this place better than us. Each of them pull out their spell book. Their spell books are very large and they have glowing colors in the bottom to match their outfits: red, green, and blue. Anytime now, you should be receiving something. 1 second. Check your phones.
Ooh, team media.
Yeah, so hold on. I thought they were red, green, and beige.
No, red, green, and blue.
So the one in blue is wearing a suit?
He's wearing a beige suit and a blue, what is it called? Like those British bubble hats?
A bowler?
Bowler, yes. Anytime now that the thing should be delivered.
Came out of nowhere. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what?
A visit from beyond the dimensions of space and time.
Yeah.
Is that Juan?
Thank you, Juan.
Hi, Juan.
Hi, Juan.
Now's a good time to mention out of character, guys, that last night I caught a Dominican man trying to sneak into my apartment.
I have been handed a chest with a lock on it.
Imagine it's a book. I couldn't find the boxes.
Hold on, I just gotta try 000 real quick.
Pavel,
Damn, foiled.
Yours?
Do not worry, I know how to approach this. We merely must do it orderly. 000. Okay, no. 001. Okay,
God.
No. 002. Okay, no. 003. Okay, no. This continues.
Please
Eventually you'll get it. So, let me see. Pavel, did you receive yours as well?
I did. I thought that it was a gift for my wife, not from one of three kings. I was very confused.
So yeah, I was trying to deliver Shane's yesterday, and Shane was walking his puppy, and he caught me outside. So I have preemptively contacted your significant others and planned to get you this in real life puzzle. Which, when you are handed the books, they have a glowing patch in the bottom, and they have a 3-digit code vertically placed on the pages. So when you put them all vertically, they make a 3x3 code shape.
Thank you, Fafs and Leaders. This is the most valuable thing I have ever been given. I am so appreciative, and I'm winking aggressively at both Sylas and Valen.
I'm pretty sure they're not Fafs leaders. I think we'll be okay.
No, you don't understand. When people get money in FAFSA, they get these grand delusions, and you just have to go along with it. Trust me. Thank you, gods. Definitely gods, and not just wealthy Fafsins who are delusional.
Yes, thank you. This is the second best present I was given this week. Quitana bought me a very nice sword.
It is called Ariana Borealis Grande. You would love it.
Well, it just so happens that these are actually our spellbook, and We are trapped in this land until we figure out a way to get our spell focuses back. Each of us, in an attempt to not lose the gifts we're bringing this newborn god, designated our presence as our spell focus for the trip. When we crashed, we lost our spell foci, and we need your help to find them. We don't know how to navigate this land in this weak bodies, so we need people who are from here to go pick them up for us and unlock our spell books. To be able to unlock the spell books, you will have to decipher whatever code the spell books choose to give you. These codes are attuned to not just yourselves here, but yourselves in every other dimension. You should keep that in mind when the clues are given to you. And eventually the code will be to figure out. Last week, it was just 42069 2 times.
Yeah, there are us's in other dimensions. You know what? I'm getting a little too distracted for this adventure. Sure. What hints do we have? And I'm just like picking up the book. What color was given to me, by the way?
Shane got the blue one.
I
Rick
got the red one, right?
The green one, and Pavel got the red one. Yes.
Because I think the bottom of the thing is the color that we got.
Yes. Which is also part of the funny story of how nothing happened, how I planned it, so I had to improvise very last minute.
Yeah, and just to fully describe for the listeners at home,
we were approached by our significant others and people that we live with and given a wooden chest with a master lock on it.
Yes.
I really like this chest too. It's cute. I know it's a book, but it's cute.
So they explain to you that the spell books will take you where the lost presents are, and you have to recover them. One of them has landed nearby in Fafsa, one of them has landed in Carib, and one of them has landed in Malaris. And the books will take you there. Just choose which one you want to go to. And each book is connected to a different gift, clearly. So,
well, I'm gonna assume that mine is in Carib.
Can we like read the covers of the books or open them up at all?
No, the books are locked, and they will only start showing you hints of how to unlock them by getting the focus back and touch the focus to the book.
Excellent. To FAFSA first.
If you say so.
I strike a pose, like one arm at my side, one arm up. I'm ready to fly.
So immediately the FAFSA one is the blue book, and it starts vibrating in your hands and creates a teleportation bubble around you all that in the blink of an eye takes you to an empty theater stage. And even Quitana doesn't recognize the stage, but it looks like something magnificent. It looks like a grand opera. And it's entirely empty except for a figurine, a golden figurine that is standing on its own in the middle of the stage. As you approach the figurine, it looks like an old white lady with a short hairdo. Is the inspiration for this figurine. And if you get a little bit closer, you can see in the bottom it says figurine of power, Helen Mirren.
What a cute little nan. Hello, Grandma. And I guess I'll pick up the Helen Mirren figurine of wondrous power.
Can I check for traps?
No, you don't, before you even... Okay, check for traps first.
Okay. 18. Wait, what do I add to that? Perception?
Investigation.
18.
Yeah, so for an 18 you can tell that the figurine is not trapped, but that it is animated and alive, and it jumps away from you, and then...
Hello.
Oh,
Oh, it speaks?
Hello there. I am Sylas Cantor. It is great to make your acquaintance. What brings you to this magnificent stage?
Well, I usually am here all the time, usually alone. I guess my question is, what bring you weary travelers here to my beautiful stage and home?
Crazy dream spirits.
Mistress Ellen, have you seen a spell foci around here?
The name is Helen Mirren. And a focus around here? Well, nothing around here other than I.
Mhm.
Would you happen to be some sort of spell focus? I mean, no offense, of course.
I'm just like creeping up to her slowly while Quitana is talking to her, and I'm just gonna like touch the book to her shoulder.
As you slowly approach her, she continues talking while dancing around the stage, unusually acrobatic for a small doll.
Oh, how elegant you are. Have you tried standing still? I hear that's a very elegant thing to do. No reason.
I've been still for so long in my life. Once I was granted the ability to talk, to move. I couldn't stop. It's so lovely just to be able to live. And I continue moving directly out the way of Sylas.
Don't worry, fellows. I've got this. Just 1 second. And I start going through my my bag, because obviously I sleep in proximity to my disguise kits, and I pull out some character shoes so that I can, they've got just a little bit of heel, but they're still danceable.
Right.
And I'm going to say, all right, Sylas. You can do this. Actually, I feel very confident for once. Okay, let's go.
As you put on the shoes, Helen raises her eyebrow very dramatically, as much as a doll can.
I'm going to attempt to mimic her dance, like to mirror it on the other side of the stage. And then try to, as she like moves towards the center, try and like get her with the book as we dance close together.
Right. Before anything else, I'd like to tell the listeners, this is Brandon volunteering today to be our Helen Mirren prop. I really appreciate Brandon's willingness for the shenanigans. And Brandon, go ahead, keep going at it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go back to British. Hello. Oh, I see you've attained some dancing shoes. It seems that you are of the arts like myself.
I would never consider myself prepared to leave the house if I didn't have a few accoutrements with me.
Oh, I see at least there's one professional among you. Shall we dance?
One professional? Dashing.
Just give it to him. Can you?
I would be honored. And I bow deeply. Do I have disguise self? I do. I'll disguise self real quick to put on like a nutcrackery looking outfit. I need some danceable shoes and some coattails for this.
I will also touch your shoulder and cast guidance on you and say, as I do so, all right, Sylas, use your nonsense twinkle toes art stuff to impress her so we can get this spell focused.
What kind of music were you thinking, Sylas?
Let's do something a little fanciful, I think. Upbeat. Let's make it, this is a celebration. Oh gosh, am I still drunk? I might still be drunk, but that's okay. Let's go.
Quitana immediately starts beatboxing.
I'll cast Minor Illusion to have a Christmassy, or I guess a Three Kingsy song playing.
This seems so elaborate, so amazing. I love it. Oh, wait, give me one moment, please. As the doll bounces incredibly high towards a empty box. Well, towards a box, and she falls in, and you hear scrummaging, and she comes back out dressed in a doll-sized yellow gown. with now her hair somehow put up in a small bun, and with jewelry that's now painted onto her doll-like self.
Amazing.
I bow to her.
This just became a doll channel now.
Yeah, this is all we do now. Yeah, I bow to her. Reach out my hand to her very tiny hand and begin a pot de trois. That was fancy for duet.
Yeah. Oh, this is quite lovely. Where did you learn this?
So, Shane, make yourself a performance check.
Okay, and guidance is a D4, right, Rick?
I believe so,
Can
yeah.
we say that we have given him advantage with all
I was
the
going to say, because of Pavel's accompanying, you also get advantage.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
D4 on whatever ability check you want.
I am going to sweep her off her feet and end with some prestidigitation pyrotechnics. So let's see. The D4 gave me a 1, and I have a +8, but I also rolled an 18, so that's a 27.
Oh my.
Oh.
So, as we dance together with the beatboxing going on in the background, the doll, Helen, spins with a wooden smile that you never would have believed, amazed by your magic that's coming alive in the room. And as much as a doll can be, I guess, gasp and be in awe, she stands in the middle, looking, waiting for an applause as she bows.
I'll do another minor illusion to make a screaming applause from an invisible audience.
She bows and she looks towards at the spotlight and just looks up and stops for a moment.
You dance magnificently.
I can't imagine Brandon's going to edit this so beautifully.
I start clapping and I whisper to Valen, you see, in FAFSA, whenever the wealthy do something, you just clap. It doesn't matter what it is, they just want you to clap.
I'm making the noise of people clapping, and then I'll give a little golf clap.
Very impressive, Helen Mirren. I've never seen anything of the sort. My mind is blown. This is the most wonderful thing I have ever seen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Never would I thought I would have been able to perform like the so many dancers and stars I've seen before me. All my life in this brief time, I wanted this, and you came and fulfilled it so magnificently. Is there anything I can do in return for you? Please, you've given me so much passion.
Can you touch our books? That's not a euphemism. I literally mean touch our books.
She ignores Quitana and stares at Sylas continuously.
Wow, the sass.
Dancing with you is its own reward. But if you wouldn't mind placing your hand on this book, there might be some magic to it.
Oh, absolutely. And please continue showing this passion as you go on and think of me, Helen Mirren. And she spins around and she lightly touches the book.
Magic happens! So, congratulations. You have completed the Helen Mirren challenge. And
I'll always remember you, Helen Mirren.
I can't wait to post on
you.
I can't wait to post on Instagram. # Helen Mirren challenge.
I also love, though, by the way, Helen Mirren doesn't dance, does she? Like,
Nope.
real Helen.
And she lightly touches.
Okay.
I'm sure she danced at some point.
Yeah, maybe.
So, first, the loot for this one is Shane's gonna wake up with a figurine of power, Helen Mirren. You can activate it for 10 minutes per week. The minimum time allowed is 1 minute, so you can have up to 10 1-minute sessions with her. Whenever Helen Mirren is alive, animated, she will give you advantage on one charisma one charisma check per minute. And she will do so by being the supporting actress on your scene.
Did you just make me an actual character?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to speak every time they use her, but you can if you want.
Oh, well, you best believe.
This is going to spiral so magnificently. I can't wait for Helen Mirren to like pick up fighter levels or something. It's going to be great.
I mean, she's like very petite though, so.
But very agile.
And then you get the first hint of the puzzle. You see in glowing blue letters P5, I8, C1.
P5, I8, T1.
C as in Carlos.
Oh, C1. Okay. I have no idea what this means.
Actually, I'm sorry, it's P equals 5, I equals 8, C equals 1. That's the actual the way that it comes out.
I gotta take notes. Hold on here.
Yeah. I have exactly one idea what this might mean.
E
Let me
equals 5. I equals 8. And C equals 1.
Well, that did not open my little box here. Germán's clue, this like multi-dimensional clue, is making me think that there's got to be something in the real world that will make this make more sense, but we'll see.
All
I feel
right.
like we're gonna get something that we gotta decode.
What's the next book you want to touch?
To Carib.
It was lovely dancing with you. And I give her a big bow.
Now is in her pocket, and she's an inanimate object at the moment.
Oh. Okay,
Oh, she's inanimate again?
She's just with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will destroy that doll one day. How dare she ignore me?
What? No! Hey! Hey!
I'm not
I don't
destroying it now. I get it. You want to use it for something in your tipsy, topsy feet dancing. Fine, but one day...
I don't threaten to break your things, people? I don't know, but...
If you wish to
Come
try
on.
to break my mace, you are welcome to try. But I believe with your childlike arms, you must sing to use the sword, so I doubt you have the strength to break my mace.
Oh man.
I will say one thing, that though she is inanimate, she does give dirty looks that happen. It's not like it's animated just that every time you turn it around and looks a different way, she will give Quitana a different dirty look and always looks smiling to Sylas. It's only Quitana that gets a dirty different look every time she sees her.
Oh no.
Am I now canonically mortal enemies with Helen Mirren?
I love this.
Absolutely.
No, you're canonically mortal enemies with Helen Minnie.
Helen Minnie.
Helen Mirren is an official enemy of the pod.
Nailed it.
I'm kidding. I love Helen Mirren. And by the way, fun fact.
One day she'll guest with us.
This whole thing came from me talking to Shane the other day, and randomly, I was like, I really want to go classic this year, Gold, Mirren, Incense, Helen Mirren. I remember I said that out loud, and I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Yep, that sounds right.
Well, this was fun. Let's go to one of your dream shenanigans. Yes?
To Carib. And in kind of like mirroring what Sylas did, I just point forward and stand straight. And wait to be teleported.
I'll prestidigitate, make his hair flow with the breeze. Very.
Thank you.
So,
it's all about good looks.
Literally.
the next stop in this dimensional journey is that you guys appear at the most beautiful silvery white sanded beach. The sand has when the light hits it, has a little speckle of blue in it, but it's mostly just silvery white sand as far as the eye can see. And to your right, there is a little cabana but like one of those things. I don't think it's a cabana. It's just like a large, circular wooden structure with like a roof and benches and tables inside for people to hang out by the beach.
I go, Grandma?
And this is actually your hometown, Valen. And as you are very familiar, back home, people smoke hookah quite often for entertainment and to relaxation, also for magical reasons, because the steam that it creates has many. It could have many magical and medicinal uses.
But it's just tobacco. Wink.
It's just tobacco. And in this cabana, you see a group of local dudes that you're familiar with. You've seen them around before, and they're usually like those good-for-nothing neighbors that hang out all day by the beach and smoke all day and drink all day. And they're kind of douchebags. And indeed, the hookah that they're smoking looks very strange because it's not a hookah. It's a censer, similar to those used to burn incense. But they had magrubered it into a improvised hookah, and they have filled it up with chunks of fruit and wet tobacco leaves, and they are just having a good old time around that.
Listen,
Valen.
I don't want to insult you or your way of life.
You should probably not finish the sentence then.
And I don't mean to jump to conclusions, but I just want to let you know that if you want me to beat these fools for being so disorderly, I am happy to do that for our friendship.
Oh man, I'm actually tempted to take you up on that offer, Quitana. I will let you know. What should be our code word for having Quitana jump these fools?
Oh, I know. You raise your weapon high to the sky and yell, "In the name of the Inquisition!"
That's not going to happen. Yes, Sylas, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say that unless this is like a rap battle or breakdance situation, I really think that this is about you're going to have to hookah them under the table. So you can do it. I have faith in your lung capacity. And I'll give you a bardic inspiration.
Oh, jeez. Oh, well, okay. That makes one of us. I'll approach these bad lads.
And it's already like 3 o'clock, so they are wasted already, of course.
In the afternoon or the morning?
In the afternoon. You have to wake up quite early to be this drunk by 3, so, they're good people.
Quitana, do you think there's any chance he doesn't get his ass kicked right here?
Well, it depends. Maybe with a little magical intervention.
You can do it, Valen!
Yes, I feel the sincerity in your voice.
Unfortunately, we don't have any more guests today, so I'm going to be the NPCs going forward. I'm very sad. I didn't have time to book the talent. So the leader of the group steps forward, and he has one of the hose, and he takes a deep, deep pull of it and blows it in your face. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man? Want to hang out?"
Yeah.
We found this new hookah laying right there by the beach, and we were like, you know what? Let's use it to spend all day smoking. It sounds like a great plan. Yes.
Cool.
I'm sure you are smoking your own product and not somebody else's that you have not paid for, of course.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we grow our own tobacco here. Why wouldn't we?
That's my grandma's hookah, man. You know that.
No way. Finders keepers, dude. If it was on the beach, we got it. You ain't getting it.
Finders keepers.
I mean, Quitana, let's be honest. That is a law.
Not an orderly law. That is a buffoon's law.
He has a point.
In the Inquisition of Order, everybody puts their name on everything they own, so there is no dispute.
And I'll point to the backside of the hookah where I'm going to minor illusion a label that says Valen on it. See, that's my name right there.
He's like, I don't think so, bro. If you want it, y'all gonna have to rough it out of our dead hands, pretty much. But
okay. Ooh, I thought this would never happen. I'm so excited. Okay, I pulled my mace out.
We don't have to get there though. Let's see who's stronger. If you can prove to me that if you're stronger than us, I don't see why we'll like to fight you for it. There's no point in spilling each other, kin's blood. I don't want to beat you up, Valen. You're good people.
Oh yes, it would be a shame if it came to blows.
So let's do this. And they pull out a dummy made out of driftwood and dry palm leaves. And on top of it, you see like a magical illusion number that it's set at 0.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, whichever one of our gangs gets to do more damage to this dummy in a 6-second period, that gang should prove their dominance and be able to keep the hookah. What you say?
Yeah, I guess that'll work for me.
I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Did you say this is a team challenge? And I guess I'll draw my sword.
Yeah, I guess it is, Sylas. Prep your voice.
Okay.
Make sure you do some warm-up exercises.
So you're gonna have to every attack that you roll automatically hits. Every saving throw that an enemy would have to make automatically fails, and the dummies have a blank resistance and weakness.
Now, when you say enemy, do you mean the boys or the dummy?
You're trying to do damage to your dummy, and they're
we're trying to do more damage than them. And if I use cause fear to make them run away, we will do more damage.
Question.
That's correct.
Question. You said we automatically hit. Do they also automatically hit? Okay.
Can we still roll for a nat 20 or no?
Yes, if you want to roll the die to see if it would have been a crit, absolutely roll.
Okay, cool. So then, do we just say what we're going to use to attack, or
yeah, just describe it and then roll the damage for it.
Okay. So I will summon the Silver Raven's Blade, which I think for Sylas and Quitana is the first time they're really seeing it. And it is a kind of glowing silver blade with a black raven hilt, where it kind of looks like the blade is coming out of the back of a raven who has its wings spread. And I'm holding it by its handle, and the pommel is raven's claws grasping a silver gem. And I'm going to cast a bonus action branding smite and swing at this thing double-handed.
All right. Roll to see if it's a crit.
Nope. That's
Do your
2d6.
By the way, the other gang is 4 of the little guys and their leader.
Gotcha.
Like you asked before, if you do make them go away, or in one way or another, disable them in a way that stops them from attacking, then their damage will be lowered by them.
So I think I'll go with my instinct then. Can I do this like as a free action? So I'll cast Disguise Self, and kind of like the embers of a flame, black raven's mantle, or like a mantle of black raven.
So 4th one fails, and then the boss succeeds. So you got rid of 2 of the little guys.
Gotcha. Well, that's my go.
All right. The dummies are at 0 and 0 right now. Who wants to go next?
Do I have time to do another inspiration before this starts, or not really?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah.
When I said I cast Spiritual Weapon before, can that count as a precast, or does that have to be made?
Whenever,
yeah.
You only start when you're ready. So if you wanted to do things before, you can definitely do things.
All right, Quitana, I think we can show off some of our teamwork here. And I'll give you a Bardic Inspiration as I approach the dummy.
Excellent.
And keep it within melee range. I will pull out Ariana Borealis Grande in my right hand. I will pull out a dagger in my left hand. And I will make an attack. So first I'm checking for crit with the sword. No crit. But I did roll a bonus damage of cold damage. No crit on the dagger. Looking for some damage now. In total, 14 damage.
Sweet. Your dummy now reflects 14 on top of its head.
Question: how sturdy do these people look?
Not surprisingly, the two remaining thugs are, well, they're not thugs, that's the D&D monster, but like they're like local thugs. The two little ones look significantly weaker than their leader.
Like, are they looking like one hit weak, or do I not know that much?
You do not know that much.
Okay, can't blame me for asking.
Oh, whoops.
All right then.
I forgot to sing. Sorry, all I want for Three Kings Miss is you. There we go. Sorry. Apologies.
Beautiful. But Sylas, frankly, I can do better. And you know you can do better. So I am casting Bless on you. And because I'm targeting you with a spell slot, you may make another attack as a reaction. And I will also direct my spiritual weapon to bash this scarecrow thing with its mace, which will do not a crit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 6 plus a 4, which is 10 damage.
I thwack into it, and the sword drops off some acid damage as well. Ooh, bad rolls though. 5, 9 more from me.
So total 19.
Yes. All right, very good. And as you finish landing your blow, you look to the side and you realize that the little guys each dealt 5 damage, while the boss dealt a whopping 12.
Yikes.
So they do 22 damage total, bringing them to minus 11 compared to you. So, ding, 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 they all admit defeat. And the leader is like, God damn it, Valen, you always come in here with your little attitude. Here, have the fucking hookah. We don't even want it anymore. And they start rolling actual points.
Oh, jeez.
We can share the hookah and
No,
joints?
Sylas, drugs are bad.
I've never experienced these. We live in a post-apocalyptic world.
You know what? The guy looked at you, he's like, oh, they're super cool, man. Just come over here and do some drugs. They'll make you super cool.
Hey, Sylas, come with me for a second. I gotta talk to you.
I pick up the joint and start coughing without lighting it.
Sylas, let me tell you a little bit about responsibility and making good decisions.
I would just like to establish that it is heinous for you to be using drugs outside of a religious ceremony, as that is the only accepted use.
Or a legal drug den.
Sure, but either way, it should be religious. This is reprehensible, and I wish you all the worst, and I cast Bane on all of them.
They scatter away immediately. They're like, God damn it, these people with their goddamn rules, and they just run away.
You didn't take back your dream drugs. I'll just leave it here for you.
I step on it.
Okay.
Drugs are bad, Sylas.
Glad we're finally getting some positive messaging.
Drugs are bad unless they are used in a religious ceremony, and then it is fine. No strings attached.
Uh-huh.
But eventually, you bring the book close enough to the sensor to realize that they actually were not using it that wrong. So the book touches the sensor, the magical numbers and letters come up in the air, and this time those are S equals 7, A equals 9, A equals 6.
Equals 7, A equals 9, and what was the last one?
A6.
Okay,
if
what
I
was the
have
second
this,
to last one?
It was A9 and then A6.
Oh, so 2 A's.
Yeah.
if I have this correct so far, it is C blank 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 P ASIA.
Wait, what?
Assuming that these are letters for a 9-letter word or phrase, I have C blank 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 P Asia.
Yes.
Yes, co-op Asia. They have too much stuff. We have to co-op their stuff. Share the wealth, Asia. Stop being so greedy. All right, let me know when you're ready for the next location. Oh no, wait! I forgot the most important part: the magical item that was granted to you. So you take away all the MacGruber details that turned this magical, mysterious item into a hookah, and you realize that is an ever-burning censer, but not the one you're thinking of. It's a special one. And when any liquid it's thrown into the coals, it immediately evaporates it into a 3x3 cloud surrounding the censer. And if the liquid that was thrown in there was a potion or a magical concoction of any sort that affects one person, instead it will affect each person in that area.
Oh shit.
Including but not limited to potions, poisons, antitoxins, and other alchemical substances.
So Valen can all get us high as fuck, basically.
Hot box.
Also, it's a way to share potions and share other buffing stuff. That way we wouldn't have to keep count of too much shit.
I like that. That's cute.
This will make things so much better back at the community. Could you imagine if we could all get drunk off of one glass of wine?
Oh, Jesus.
In the religious ceremony, yes, it would definitely save supplies.
Oh, boy. So when we're ready for the next location, let me know.
Oh, Quitana, it looks like you're up.
I am prepared for anything, always.
So when you tap on the green book, you are teleported to the steps outside of a basilica. The basilica is ornate and very large. Plenty of very shiny metal accents surround the open doors, and people who are going in, even though a lot of them are elderly or young, they're all wearing armor and weapons, and you recognize the symbols on their gear to be that of Hexter, the evil god of war and tyranny. And
evil is a very strong word.
You see someone at the doors welcoming everyone in. She is a human about 30-something years old. She's wearing robes of Hexter, which are blood red, with the symbols of Hexter's weapons all around her, like her neckline, kind of like Ruth Bader Ginsburg's necklace thingy, but with weapons. And she is welcoming everybody in, and in one hand she has a beautiful, shining collection pole. I don't know if you're familiar with some churches doing this thing where they have a long pole with a hoop at the end, and the hoop has like a cloth bag where people put money and donations in.
Oh yes.
She's waving one of those, and you see green surreal magic glowing from inside the sack. And without a doubt, you understand that that's the spell focus you're looking for.
Oh, do I recognize the priestess?
You sure do. She's one of the higher-ranking priestesses of Hexter, and today, matter of fact, is a very large Hextor tradition. Actually, this is a real thing. I looked up Hexter, and they do have a wintertime tradition of remembering a big fight that happened with the armies of Heronius, in which they drowned all the enemies in a river.
Pleasant.
Yes. Well, it was the most efficient method. You know, you can't fault them for that.
And you hear her say, come in, holiday mass is beginning. Make your way in. But you cannot reach her because of the crowd of people that is around.
Quitana, do you feel up to this challenge? Or would you like to hear another rousing speech of your greatness?
Well, I mean, I would always love to hear about my greatness, but also I am up for any challenge, always. So, I don't know, jot that down.
Very good, but you still feel inspired, yes?
Oh, yes, of course.
All right, then Valen and I will stay here and judge you.
Yes.
If you're entering the church, make a religion check. Once the doors close, if you are not inside, you cannot participate with whatever's going on.
Ooh, that's... Alright, 12 plus 3, 15.
I need everyone who's going into roll first, and I'll tell you what you know.
Good luck.
Religion, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll hang out in the back of this church.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Big old 7.
Religion. 13 for me.
Okay, so only Quitana is familiar with the rites of Hexter. During each of the rites inside of while mass is happening, you each have to roll some stuff, but Quitana will have advantage each time because she is familiar with the rites, and while inside, you will only speak when it's your turn to roll. In character. You can speak out of character all you want. But you do not share information in character. That way, Tana cannot help you. But if you have magical ways to speak to each other or you want to just joke around.
Perfect.
Thank you, Overlord.
Remember to be respectful. Observe all the religious rules, which I'm sure you're intimately aware of. Everyone's trained in this as a child, I assume. So, yes. Good talk. Let's go. Let's do it.
Prepare to be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the description of the activity. You must participate in 3 rites and avoid getting escorted out of the church so that you can stay in the mass long enough to get a chance to speak with the priestess herself.
This feels like an opportune moment to mention that while I am, very religious and obviously always orderly, it is possible I have been escorted from a church before for trying to incite violence. So let's just be careful,
Mm.
I feel like the solution here is don't try to incite violence.
Oh, well, it's easy when you say it like that.
Okay, so as you enter the church, the priestess starts praying in a foreign language to most of you, except for Quitana, who's been here before and knows enough of the keywords of this prayer to follow and stand when needed and sit down when she has to, while the 2 of you are just fumbling around the whole sitting down and standing up part, which, to be honest, is the worst part of church. Just tell me where to be and I'll do it. Stop pretending I know how to do it. Anyways. Eventually comes the first part of the mass, which is called Smite the Disobedient.
This is the best part. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys are here for this. It's really invigorating.
You are sitting somewhere in the middle of the church, so you don't have to. So you don't have the benefit of being all the way back, so you can see how everything goes. You're like the 3rd, 4th row of this aisle, and you see that there is a collection of clay mannequins being passed around in the aisles of the church, and everyone somehow finds a weapon from one of 6 of Hector's weapons and stabs it into it, making it into a pincushion almost, no longer a mannequin. When the mannequin comes near you, Quitana automatically knows that there are weapons under the bench, so you roll with advantage, Quitana. And you can accomplish this by making a successful melee attack.
All right.
And the 2 of you, after Quitana goes, you get to roll with regular, not with advantage or disadvantage.
All right, so 13. Second roll is... Ooh, I crit!
Nope.
You shove that thing
I told you I like this ceremony.
So these are the weapons available to you too: a spiked flail, a battle axe, a battle pick, a long sword, a mace, and a falchion, which in this case is a scimitar.
Falchion means scimitar.
Choose one of those weapons and try to hit the mannequin, Shane and Pavel.
I recommend the mace, as that is the weapon of Saint Cuthbert, and it really helps. Like, as you're praying and thinking about his holy name, it really helps you fuel the religious fervor as you strike the as you strike the doll. Sorry, I was getting it confused with a different ritual.
Jesus, Anna. I can't use my sword, right?
It has to be one of the church-provided swords.
Okay, yeah, so I'll use the falchion. Oh, that's a big old 6.
6 total?
No, 9 total.
Do you still have that bardic?
I didn't use it.
Go ahead, use it.
Okay, that's a 5, which is 14.
All right, that's enough to get the sword in there. And even though you're not even close to hitting it as deep as Quitana did, that mace that she pretty much like crushed the entire head part of the mannequin. But you do get it somewhere in the hips, somewhere like in the rib cage. Sylas, what are you picking?
So I cast Disguise Self to mimic their outfits as the thing comes close to me, and then I'll pick up oh yes, this is my standard religious attire, obviously. And then I'll pick up the scimitar, because I can take a swing with that. That is I want to say 22. Do I have to roll damage or?
No, 22 total?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that definitely gets you in, and the mannequins eventually get passed around all over the place, and you see a few people that were not strong enough or not accurate enough to hit the mannequins properly be escorted out of the church. And the crowd.
I feel bad. You'll get them next time.
Most of the kids got escorted out because they were just playing around with the weapons, and a few of them ended up bloodied, so they just.
Oh, do not worry. It is normal. They must get accustomed to weapons and how it feels to be stabbed so that, when they do it in battle, they are not afraid.
And the ones that got bloody are very excited about it too. They're like trying to get the blood on the other's face, and it's just gross and beautiful. When you're a kid playing with blood, it's just, little fun.
Yeah, of course.
Now you can see the strength of faith.
Germán, have you seen Dark Tourism on Netflix?
I've heard of it, but I dislike the idea of white people literally touristing the darkest parts of the world. I'm like, you're gonna get in trouble. Stop doing that.
Okay, but I do feel like we're in an episode right now. These children are beating each other with weapons as part of a religious experience.
Oh, they beat the mannequin with the weapon and accidentally hurt themselves or each other as part of a initiation rite. It's really not as big a deal as you're making it sound.
Okay, now to the next rite. The next rite is Into the River Flanme. In this rite, we remember the mighty battle where our armies crushed the enemy army into the River Flanme. You will have to tackle the dummies that we previously stabbed into that mighty wall, and they show you, they unveil a mural on a wall of the bloodiest, goriest battle you've ever seen depicted on paper, pretty much. There's people getting their guts ripped out, and it's all happening at the shore of a river that is running mostly red at this time. And the dummies have all been aligned in a single file, about 10 feet away from the wall. Your job here is to crush that dummy into the wall with enough force to crush it. Quitana, because you have done this before or you have witnessed it before, you know to wait a little bit before doing your push. That way you can push your dummy into other people or into other dummies to break it easier.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
So in this case, Valen and Sylas go first. When they say go immediately, how do you perform the push? You can do the traditional way, which is either an athletics or a melee attack to use brute force to slam it against the wall. But if you want to try spells or something, it's completely up to you.
I would prefer.
You can do it, Valen.
I will use a spell instead.
Yeah, take a bardic.
I will do that as well. Please, God. Please, silence.
Is it possible for me to bless them as well?
No, because you haven't gone yet.
Okay, fair.
Now, okay, wait. So can I do now? Can I use my pack weapon?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I will. As I approach, I will cast a Hexblade's Curse on the mannequin, and then I will two-handed swing the Silver Raven's blade. That is an 11 plus 7.
It's
and I will bonus action Branding Smite.
Wait, I thought you bonus action Hex.
Oh, right. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's a very valid confusion. Hex plays have a lot of stuff you have to keep track of.
Okay, so that's plus 2 damage. Okay, cool. And that will be 10, which, 7 plus 5 plus 2, so 14.
You smashed that poor mannequin so hard, it literally flies about 8 feet off the ground and hits the wall, dead in the center, right in the middle where the river runs reddest, and then it crashes down at the foot of the wall in shambles. Good job.
Thank you. As I hit it, I'm super surprised by how well I did and really, really happy about it. But as I turn around, I'm like, yeah.
All right, Sylas, how are you getting your dummy crushed?
Don't worry, I've got this. And Sylas runs right up to the dummy and shoulder checks it. And as he does, he coughs a little bit. Thunderwave! Yeah, Thunderwave, just a little. So yeah, I will be using Thunderwave.
So Thunderwave, I believe, pushes things away 15 feet or 10 feet?
10 feet, yeah.
Right. Let me just, if I roll a 20, it's the only way that the mannequin doesn't get pushed all the way back. I'll do it just for the formality and watch it be a 20.
Of course it will be.
It is not, it's a 17. So yeah, the dummy flies against the wall with a booming sound, crashes against it, and it's pretty much destroyed on impact. Tana?
All right, I think I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack it.
All right, you have advantage on this roll, so roll for it.
All right. 12 for the first roll, and 17 for the second, which is a total of 21.
21 definitely hits.
And that's 5 plus 2 is 7.
7 damage?
Yes.
And do you have any bonus actions you can use?
Not really damage ones.
Summon magical weapon is a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I can use spiritual weapon. Actually, I can just use spiritual weapon as a whole thing, so I think it has you make an attack as part of it.
Yes.
Which is a D8. And that's 4 plus 4 is 8. That's what, 7 plus 8?
So 15. Yep, you get the mannequin also across the room, and it hits the wall and it crashes. Now, after the ride is over, you see that most of the weaker looking people, the people that could barely lift the weapons before, now this is a time for them to step out for a minute. They're like, well, we made it as far as we thought we were going to. They all start pulling out tasks as they are escorted out.
I nod respectfully to those who are departing, as even though they don't have the strength now, I recognize that they are devout followers and will surely grow in strength until they can serve better.
And we get to the third and last rite, my favorite.
Oh boy.
The collection mosh pit. In a show of strength and dominance, the Church of Hexter asks that its followers not only donate gold, but blood in an all-inclusive, short-lived battlefield. And you see the church band, which has always been like a heavy metal setup. It has electric guitar, it has a large drum set, and a bass and a backup guitar. They start playing some bad bitch heavy metal music in the background. And by bad bitch, I mean, badass. I don't know. There's not enough gay heavy metal. The world is lacking.
I think some people would disagree with you, but
so to succeed in this ritual, you will have to either hit someone with an unarmed melee strike while in the mosh pit, or hit someone with a touch spell attack that deals damage. Those are the only two ways to be able to collect the blood needed for the rite.
I'm so glad I took inflict wounds.
Oh my god.
This time I will cast Branding Smite on myself and I will infuse it into my punch.
Because of the advantage, Tana knows who to target for her punches. There's always a bunch of young annoying people who start just spinning around like a fucking this tornado, and they are usually drunk or high or both, and they're just here to be messy and like punch a bunch of not expecting.
But again, it is okay if they are high or drunk because this is a religious rite.
Exactly. Yes, this is the only place where being drunk and punchy is allowed. But they do it in a way that is not respectful of the rite. They're just there to be messy.
Oh, so they wish to be struck down. I see.
Yes. You know which one, who they are, and it's easier for you to punch them. So, make an advantage. So let's begin with Tana on this one.
All right. That is.
Are we still blessed?
11. I didn't bless you because you guys went before me. 11 and then 14, which is a total of 18. Does that
yeah, you find one of those annoying young dudes and smack him straight across the back of the head.
I rolled 2 10s.
You roll necrotic damage, like you literally like with your knuckles you drive like holes of rotted flesh into the back of their heads.
It's a 23 total for damage.
How much?
23.
Jesus Christ. Actually,
So all this guy's blood, his entire body's worth of blood.
yeah, you knock him out so hard that like blood sprays out of the back of his head like a a rainbow in cartoons that it always comes out like a perfect arc.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, the blood splashes out and twinkles in the daylight. And when it hits the ground, you see the runes drawn in the mosaic of the floor start glowing happily as they soak in the blood, and you know that you have completed the rite.
I just wanted to act out my spell casting.
Please do.
Yes, fall before me, Quitana, leader of the Inquisition.
Okay, Valen, that was something.
This is terrible, right? This is the worst.
No, the children already left. It's fine.
Oh God.
I have never felt more uncomfortable in my life.
Same here.
Everybody cheer. Actually, people cheer when they see you knock out that guy so hard. They just drag him out of the mosh pit to make sure he's not further injured. He already completed his part.
Woof. After you, Sylas.
Well, let me just say how much faith I have in you now before I potentially get my ass kicked. And I'll give Valen one more bardic. What I would like to do is go into the mosh pit. I'm already dressed like one of these guys. So I think I'm going to try and just like play fight for a minute and like try to blend in and get and act like I was supposed to be there the whole time and like I know what I'm doing, and then just wait for as people wail on each other and then like sucker punch back of the head.
All right, go for it.
That's a total of 5. Ow! Ow! My hand! Oh my god!
So
who wears a helmet in a mosh pit?
A guy dressed up scarily similar to a Mandalorian, with full-on heavy armor and a helmet that only shows like one little sliver of what's behind, looks back at you and hits you right straight in your T-zone, right between your eyes, with the thickest, heaviest gauntlet you could ever imagine. And the last thing you remember is hearing him growl and seeing the shadow of his fist. You're out.
I fully run up and deck that guy.
Does anyone else see cartoon birds?
No, you don't understand, Valen. You see, you don't understand that, and people who must be struck, and all are important in this rite.
Great, I strike him.
Right before you do that, as Sylas is being dragged out, his bleeding noise leaves a trail in the ground, and you see the ground starts glowing again. And someone says, he has completed his part, he may leave now, and they escort, well, by escort, I mean drag Sylas out into the staircase.
Alright, here comes my attack on this Mandalorian motherfucker.
Go for it.
Okay. And that's, Shane, your inspiration is a d6, right?
Yeah, it's a d6. You can use it on to hit or on the damage roll if you're feeling naughty.
No, I'll definitely use it to hit. So that's because I use strength, right, for unarmed?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 1 is 17.
Hits.
And that. Okay, so then I will use it for damage. And then I'm going to branding smite this motherfucker. So he takes. Ooh, he takes 10 points of radiant damage, and then an additional 4 from Shane's stuff.
Oh my!
Plus 1, so 15 total.
Yeah, you knock him. You hit him straight in the little sliver that it's in his helmet, and you crush it in, and you can feel his nose crush inside the helmet, and blood starts just like pouring from underneath the helmet. He just falls to the ground screaming, and his blood sacrifice lights up the tiles. You have succeeded.
Can I say that like I hit him immediately after he hit Shane, and I pick up Shane? I mean Sylas.
No, Sylas was already dragged out. Like you didn't have enough time in between your punch and Sylas being dragged to catch him.
No.
Do not worry, Valen. There's medical attention out there, I assume.
Yes, there is.
I hate this.
When
Cut to Sylas casting healing word because nobody else out there is treating any injuries.
Actually, when you step out of the church, every injuries that you received while inside immediately heal. Even if you had broken your arm, it would have just like generated at the door gate.
Huh. My fist bones don't seem to be broken anymore.
Oh no.
And yeah, you see all the elderly people and the kids outside just hanging out, like fully healed. There's no scars or anything. It's just the memories of the pain.
Elderly people and kids are Sylas's jam. Helen, Mirren, and I make some friends.
And now, back to the church. After the collection mosh pit ends, the priestess walks around collecting actual gold with the hoop, and the people who are left in the church, now that all the annoying young people that just were there to fight are out, the people who are left are actually like the ones who were there for the religious reasons, and they are not cheap or shy about donating stuff. And the collection hoop is heavy by the time it gets to you. And the priestess says, "Oh, hello, Quitana. It is overwhelming to see you." And she looks at Val and is like, "Oh, on your face. Hello, sir. I am slightly above whelmed to meet you."
I bow.
Feeling is mutual.
I bow deeply. Honor to Hextor, and this is my associate Valen. He is working under me as a member of our Inquisition to honor the great Saint Cuthbert.
As long as law is being upheld, I welcome everyone within our doors. Please make a donation if you could. This hoop is so convenient. We just encountered today. Every type of currency that it encounters, it automatically absorbs, be it Bafson, be it Phaeacian, be it Valerian, or be it Cariban. This is amazing.
Wonderful. We should. Oh, you know how money is tight, but we can still make a generous donation. How does 200 credits sound?
Ooh, that sounds quite generous indeed. We're more than thankful. Just touch your credit holding device up to the hoop, and she'll absorb it.
Excellent. I'm sure my associate will be just as generous.
I put 2 gold in.
And, oh wow! Look, Caribbean money. Interesting. How the bag at the end of the hoop just absorbs it, keeps track of it. It's fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely 200. Arab money works a little bit different. Definitely the equivalent.
No, I'm familiar with how the money works in Carib. It's just that.
Valen is still in training. You must forgive his transgressions.
Well, thank you for participating in the rites. I hope you had enjoyed yourselves accordingly. I shall take my leave now.
May I ask a small favor, madam?
Yes, what would that be?
You see, I have this book that I wish could be blessed by Hextor's divine touch. Would it be possible to touch the book with your donation hoop?
I don't see why not. You have completed all the rites of the mass, and you seem to be devout followers of the law. So here it goes. And she touches the book, and the hoop immediately shrinks down to like pocket size and ends up in your pocket. It's like, oh, how magical this thing, huh? Oh well, I shall go collect the non-flashy collection hoop and go back to the way things were before, the right way. And she walks away in a very monotone, bland way.
Oh, I am very glad that did not come to blows. See, the priestesses of Hextor I know. Ugh.
This is all a dream. Nothing matters. I run out of the door screaming. This is all a dream. Nothing matters.
So the thing you found is it's called file. Actually, yeah, it's just called the collection pole. It's treated as a +1 quarterstaff, and if you hit with it on a critical roll, whoever you attacked creates currency in one way or another. And makes a Mario style gold coin noise. Bloop.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Rick. Now you're a Meowth.
It also functions as a bag of holding for currency. It keeps your money in it if you throw it in it.
Excellent.
And from the collections that were made already that day, there is inside 800 credits or 800 units of currency in there, mostly Malarian.
800.
Which is clay, the clay discs with runes in it.
Okay. And then the 2 gold pieces from Valen.
Yeah, 802.
Yes, 802. So, the piece of the puzzle that is revealed to you now is P equals 4, F equals 2, S equal 3. And the 3 spellbooks smack together, and when they smack together, they create a 3x3 grid. The red book is to the left, green one is in the middle, blue one is in the end.
Okay, so I feel like we're supposed to spell something out here with our 3 books. Yes.
Yeah.
This,
I expected that to make a lot more sense.
yeah.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to read all the letters out loud.
Yes.
P equals 5, I equals 8, C equals 1, S equals 7, A equals 9, A equals 6, P equals 4, F equals 2, S equals 3.
Huh. So I've been keeping notes. I have like a hangman style filled in word, which is Syphispasia. And I've also made a little grid here mimicking like a phone, and it makes equally little sense.
Fasten triumvirate rulers.
We're always listening. Yes, how can we help?
You must forgive us, foolish, poor people, mortals. I don't know how you wish to refer to us today.
Mortals.
Mortals, for we sometimes cannot see your grand designs. Do you perhaps have a hint of some sort as to how to unlock these wonderful books?
Oh yes, indeed. Actually, it just so happens we can sense where the source of the puzzle comes from. It comes from a place called Earth. We spent some time there. They had a baby with powers being born, and we always show up for those. It's so much fun.
Oh yes.
But yeah, it's something to do with your identities from this dimension. Not sure what exactly that.
Huh. Interesting. Well.
So
wait, what's your middle name?
So just so you know, before I make this dramatic reveal, the other option they would have gone with was Frodo, and decided that was just a little too nerdy. So my middle name is Farrell, and it's not lost on me that the first 3 letters are my initials backwards.
Farrell. I didn't know that. That's cute.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't come up often.
my initials are PIA. Then we have SFC.
Oh, mine are PAS.
PAS. Yeah, all of our initials are there, I think.
I'm so glad that Pavel remember his middle name, because when I asked his wife what his middle name was, she was like, "It's complicated. It's really complicated. We don't have time to explain this to you." Ukrainian people don't give their kids middle names, and I learned that this week. So let me know when you're putting it. So just to help you figure it out, when you're putting it in on the lock, also put it up in the say which part of the three books you're putting it in are organized horizontally in 3 rows. I'm sorry, it's 3 vertical rows. Book is one of them, and together when they come side to side, they create a 3x3 grid.
2 hours later.
You're welcome to keep asking questions, by the way.
Yeah. Can we hear all the letters just one more time, just to make sure that I didn't write it down wrong?
Well, and just remember, we have multiples of certain letters, so there are like multiple combinations to try.
There are multiples of all of my letters.
Oh, and that's what the green part means. Okay, because it's the green book. I see. Very nice. You're so prepared.
By the way, our editor, Brandon, has been texting in the group chat about putting in Jeopardy music in. Classic gifts. Thank you.
Well, this is going to probably be an embarrassingly long session of Jeopardy.
No. We're going to edit some of it now.
Good.
And sorry, what was the order of the books again?
Red, green, blue.
Red, green, blue. Okay. So
you have so Pavel has the red, Rick has Shane has the blue. So Pavel is the first vertical row, Rick is the second vertical row, and Shane is the last.
All right, I'm gonna give up and actually go get a pencil instead of trying to take notes on my phone like an idiot.
I'm just using an Excel sheet.
An infinity later.
Yeah, I tried combinations of PAS, but there are 2 P's, 2 A's, and 2 S's. And none of them work.
Red, green, blue. So if we... And it's the red, green, blue from left to right? Or top to bottom?
Left to right.
Okay. Red is... Shane here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
And you're S, F, B. And then we have P... What's your middle initial, Pavel?
A.
A. What's your last initial, Pavel?
S.
Okay. Alright, then I'm going to try...
Rick, what about you?
I'm PIA. Oh yeah, I guess that's an Easter egg for podcast listeners. My full name is Patrick instead of Rick.
It really was.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
The Three Kings speak to
We're
you guys.
working on it. We're working on it, Three Kings.
They tell you, first came the red, middle came the green, last came the blue.
You know, you would think having just taken matrix algebra, I'd feel really comfortable with this challenge, but it's not doing a whole lot for me. I don't suppose the answer is the determinant.
No, definitely not.
Okay. Oh, why is this? I swear, the second we get it, we're gonna be like, oh, damn, of course.
Yeah, we're probably overthinking this massively.
Definitely are. Another hint, when you figure it out, you'll realize that you all have to do it at the same time. That you all have to coordinate with each other. Got it right.
Okay, but I mean, in real life, we're looking at clocks, and it's pretty high tech if suddenly we all need to do it at the same time.
No, like, once you figure out...
One person's, the others will make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I tried 593.
Wait. I've got an idea. So here is what I'm trying now. So blue was the last one in the column, right? So my thought is maybe it's all of the and all of our last name initials. Which makes C1 for me, because that's cherry. But then we have 2 S's and 2 A's, so I'm gonna have to guess
Try a couple
little bit.
combos.
Yeah.
If we were putting them in left to right and the books are like top to bottom, then the blue book would be all of our last initials, the green book would be our middle initials, red book would be our first initials.
Oh, I see.
A really, really ridiculously long time later.
So the red book would be all of our first initials, which would be PSP, right?
I like to imagine the Three Kings just like laughing their asses off at us right now.
Oh, they're like intensely watching through
They are.
Come on, you can do it.
They are definitely just like, well, last year was so much quicker with those other adventurers we found.
So you guys guessed the clue right. It is related to first, middle, and last. What they say next is, how would you organize these? That's the clue.
I tried organizing it like a phone pad. It didn't work.
I realize it's a bad clue, but I can't give you anything else.
Let's try 751. Nope. Okay, well, we'll keep trying.
Oh,
until
I
I come
get
up with
it.
something better.
I get it. We're supposed to break the lock with a mace and then just get inside that one.
Yeah, damn it, my mace is still in the storage unit. I just...
They answer their own question, and they say alphabetically, of course.
Alphabetically?
Alphabetically?
Okay, well...
According to whose alphabet? We don't speak different languages.
Commonish. The Commonish language.
Common.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still assuming that because blue is last, that I'm using our last initials, and I'm kind of ignoring the rest.
Oh, I got it.
And they say, finally, you unlocked it. Inside, you will find potions and a pet. Enjoy them.
The first one, the first one is 547.
547.
Which color was that?
Red.
That was red. Okay.
Oh Jesus, Jesus Christ!
5.
I was thinking, don't spoil it yet. Don't spoil it to the others. Let them open theirs.
Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Hey,
Yeah,
What?
Mine is 982.
I was.
Okay, so I literally only have 1, 3, and 6 to work with.
But it's
So-
982.
There we
that's
go.
what
Yep.
a-
Yay! Now you all can see that the potions
boy.
that they speak of are small bottles of liquor. I was out shopping for you guys yesterday, thinking of what I'm going to put inside of it, and I'm like, what can I give people this year that will help them in any way? And I'm like, let me get them drunk. So I got a bunch of little bottles of liquor and stuffed them there with a little toy. Because it's still Christmas
Oh,
time, so you need to have a toy with the booze.
Right.
very, very cute, by the way, that it is actual gin.
Of course. What else am I going to put in there?
I got two bottles of Bombay Sapphire and one of Smirnov in here. Did you guys have the same liquors?
I
I
have
got
2 of Jameson and 1 of Smirnov.
I got 2 Jack Daniels and 1 of Smirnov.
Which I'm
I guess
pleased
mine's
with. I
the
like
only one
whiskey.
that...
Everybody
That
gets a
works in
little bit of
character.
me this holiday.
Mhm. You do have a very appropriate name
Yeah.
for your cultural heritage.
I gotta
Mhm.
say, props to Gato for pulling off a Three Kings Day socially distanced. This was super cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
this
good
was
job.
real nice.
We
Man,
were so-
thank you so much.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And as you unlock all the spell books, immediately you are teleported back to the oval-shaped room where the triumvirate awaits you. They take the books from your hands and they're like, "Oh,
I take
finally."
the books.
Yes." They're like, "You can keep the gifts. We'll make another set on the way there. We appreciate it. We don't want to be in this dump any longer." Ugh. Look
I'm
at
sorry. I just wanna double check something. We're a dump, but you are gonna give 9 bottles of liquor to a child?
Oh no, those potions were for us. The gifts are the magical items that we lost.
I see. Okay.
Those are, potions of stamina and wisdom.
And charisma?
And potions of social courage.
And they say, before we leave, we'll grant you one question. Anything you may ask. In our many travels, we have encountered the shared knowledge of the multiverse. And you can ask us any question, except regarding this world, because this world has existed within the realms of the universe for a long time. In other words, you can Google something in character right now.
Wait,
Whoa.
we can Google anything we want, but we have to use whatever Google gets us back to.
Yes, and your character gets to Google something.
Whoa.
And you will wake up with the knowledge of this query and the magical item you obtained during today's mission.
There's only one thing I want to know, but I don't think I'm going to find it in your wisdom. Did you? And so Sylas looks at the other two. Did you guys have have a second question you wanted me to ask?
Who is Helen Mirren?
I was just going to Google.
Oh my god.
I tried to Google how to defeat FAFSA from the inside and take over all of its power, but I didn't get a whole lot from Google.
I mean, I think they said that everything except information from our world, which the only thing in our world that I'm really confused about is this ambiguous doll that Sylas has named Helen Mirren, and it seemed significant to the Three Kings, but I have no idea who that is.
I would describe the doll as hostile more than ambiguous, but fair. I also was going to ask, where the gods at?
Yeah, I was thinking of either is Rufus okay would be nice, or neither of you got to meet him, or am I born with a great destiny like Grandma has always told me?
They specifically said that anything excluding information about our world.
I guess I can.
Valen says
When Quitana asked where the gods at, a pile of printed out Wikipedia sheets falls on her lap, and each Wikipedia sheet has a Google map, a magical drawing on it with a beeping position and a name above it. Each god of the DnD realm, you know where they are.
Oh shit.
I take back my question. I don't care who Helen Mirren is.
And even though you don't know most of the locations that is being described, most of them sound like places far, far away in different dimensions. But if you were to wonder where a god is, you could look in there.
What's it say about my boy, St. Cuthbert?
All right, let's see.
Are you literally going to Wikipedia for St. Cuthbert?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is in Greyhawk at the moment.
Greyhawk.
Yes.
Very interesting.
And you browse through it, and the only thing that seems odd is that one of the gods is very close. It's actually hovering on the other side of the barrier in the ethereal plane, and it is the Raven Queen. And then that's the only thing that pops out from there that it's different. And then the pile of papers disappears.
So, should I ask how to get to Greyhawk, Quitana?
I mean, I would appreciate it, but I will not try to control you here. I'm a very allowing person. I like to let people, control their own destinies, but don't fuck it up.
And Helen Mirren is an important actress, better known for her role in The Queen.
beautiful.
Helen Mirren's a queen? I feel like that's better than an inquisitor.
I was thinking maybe why is the Raven Queen hovering outside of our world? But
don't you have raven powers?
yes. Well, I don't understand her intention.
Is it valid to ask? Gosh, I don't want this to be my question. I'm so worried if I ask a question, it'll count.
Well, as we've learned with Helen Mirren, apparently I wasted my question.
No, actually, with your... I was joking about Helen Mirren.
What Gotcha meant to imply is What Germán meant to imply is that Helen Mirren is one of the gods. It was all covered.
I see. Helen Mirren is the Raven.
Yes, she is. Oh, that would be great, actually. If Brandon wants to come back and embody the Raven Queen as Helen Mirren, he's welcome to. But no, to your question about why the Raven Queen is hovering about this world, you don't get a direct answer to that, but you do get a brief description of the intention of the Raven Queen in her current world, which is the Forgotten Realms. And it's that she has been placing herself up in the last centuries to become the true goddess of the undead, but she has encountered a lot of resistance among the other gods. That's the last thing you remember about her gig. Her gig.
On a scale of 0 to me, how orderly is the Raven Queen?
Do you remember Ed and Eddie?
Yes.
That tall, lanky one who slept on a pile of garbage sometimes and ate garbage?
Oh no.
He is a fervent follower of the Raven Queen.
Oh Lord, we must stop her.
Hey now.
I'm kidding. It's not that bad, but they're not that law-abiding or law-embracing.
Well, they I feel like embrace the law of balance.
We've had a fairly comical adventure here. So I'm sorry to make it a little deep, but I don't think you have the answers I'm looking for, your majesties. But so I can't ask you about my birth or my destiny, but I suppose I can ask you this. Is there a part of the barrier that is weaker than others that we could target with to let the gods back in?
Google doesn't have an answer to that.
Yep. Okay. Well, I hope nobody hears these questions before they come up otherwise, but
Oh, it will be a shame if these 3 people that we possess kept the memories of this encounter. Same for you to keep the memories of this specific location. So we're going to erase all the memories from today, except for the answers you have obtained through your Google search. Thank you for your help. You have made it possible for us to go welcome another demigod into the world and shower with presents it does not deserve. We will see you again next year.
Okay, so I don't get another shot at this. What's the best way to be a hero? Okay, bye.
Believe in yourself! They scream as they as power shockwaves of magical force push you back into your bodies, and as the 3 of them fly into the night sky as 3 shooting stars of green, red, and blue, and you wake up the next morning in a very happy mood and surrounded by presents and knowledge. Some of it useful, some of it not.
What a fairly average dream.
It is always
Right,
nice when you wake up from a holy vision that sets you on a quest.
And that's
Guys,
it for today.
I don't know what's going on, but this is Helen Mirren, and she told me to believe in myself.
I feel like we can trust her.
I feel like she's very poised and dignified, and I kind of want to give her an Oscar. Is there a kid named Oscar here?
I can see why you have the urge to give her an Oscar. It makes sense. But yeah, thank you so much for playing, guys. I'm very happy we were able to make this happen. I really stressed myself out because things were not coming into place, but in the end, it all happened, and I'm very excited and happy that we were able to share this.
And all you had to do is try and break into your players' homes.
Yeah.
Is it the holidays without a felony?
Oh, thank you so much for running and for sharing the Three Kings Day magic with all of us.
Absolutely.
Merry
Thank
Three
you.
Kings Day to all, and to all a good roll.
I thought you were going to say, and to all a good fight. I was here for it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, take two. Merry Three Kings Day to all, and to all a good fight.
Yay! Hear, hear.
But seriously, happy holiday season to everyone. I know this specific few weeks are kind of rough, but we made it through, and I hope you enjoyed a little shenanigans. And stick around. We have a lot of more stuff coming up. The show starts to get spicy very soon, and we actually get to meet Valen in real life, not only as a raven summoning punk.
Oh, well, that's not how I would describe myself, but I guess we didn't describe my character at all this entire time, so an amorphous blob has been doing things.
That's true.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see
look
about-
forward.
Hey,
I
it's
look
an
forward to
amorphous
all the-
feathery blob.
Feathery blob, yep.
Yeah. I look forward to the fan art before anybody knows what Valen looks like. And it's just it's like...
I wonder if this is like how God felt when the Bible came out with its description of angels.
Mm.
Oh my god. I'm always in for some biblically accurate angels.
How many wings? Who taught you how wings work? Go back to school.
She's God. She can do whatever she wants. Right?
Fair enough. Should I drop in a description that we can edit back into the thing?
I think it's good keeping it mysterious because you describe yourself in the actual show.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let them guess. Anyway, thank you everyone for listening. There's gonna come now the closing credits that I sound so bad at.
You sound lovely.
I don't think you sound bad.
Delightful.
And also, next time I'm going to sound better because I got a microphone that I haven't figured out how to use yet, but I'm going to set it up.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, and
I
you know what?
I got a blue Yeti, and I hope that it's coming out.
I got a blue ball. That's the name of the microphone. Don't be so naughty minded.
I feel like, given the cockroach milk thing, you can't expect us to not go weird places when you come up with phrases like that.
Because then they're not weird places, they're usual places.
Exactly.
Well, and big thank you to Brandon, too, by the way. What a lovely cameo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope we get to hear from Helen Mirren again as a player, but as Quitana, I hope she chokes and dies.
I was hoping to have Ben be here to do the church lady thing, Ben Wells.
Oh, yes.
But I didn't have that much time to really coordinate with him because I was running around yesterday trying to get the boxes together.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to really prepare the scene because I wanted to share with all the original DnD people from my whole group. But next year it is.
Could be that way.
Yeah. Anyways, goodbye everyone. This is Germán, your DM. Thank you for listening to The Legend of Nat 1.
Hello there, cool cats and kittens.
While everyone is stuck inside, we hope you are safe and are able to remain as mentally healthy as possible.
There's no shame if you're just sitting on the couch or need some help dealing with the extra pressures Quarantina puts on us all.
Please prioritize your physical and mental health. We love you and we care about you.
We love you and want you to be well.
The Legend of Nat 1, background music by Kevin MacLeod and provided by incompetech.filmmusic.io.
The Legend of Nat 1 theme by David Yarley.
This episode is edited by Brandon Lee.
With assistance by Shane Sherry. Logo by Ben Thwaite.
You can send us an email at thelegendofnat1@gmail.com. That's Nat1 with the number 1. Send us any ideas you have.
For treasure, weapons, fan art, weapons,
for loot,
weapons,
questions,
ideas,
etc.
And anything else you may think of. Weapons.
We'd love to hear from you.
We'll love to hear from you. Weapons.